Hey YouTube, it's me, Marquelworld. All things pro wrestling news in my life. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. CedricAlexander, allegedly, his TNA contract is almost over. Yes, within the next 2 months, YouTube, CedricAlexander will no longer be under contract with TNA Impact. This is very surprising, YouTube, because he literally has not been there for a year yet. I don't even know if he's been there for 6 months yet. But this is shocking news, and a lot of wrestling blog sites, and it's being reported. Multiple sources are stating that yes, his contract with TNA is coming to an end. That being said, what do we think should happen with his career? Or what do you want to happen with his career? TNA Impact, could that be his home for a little bit more? I don't know. Does he sign another 6 month contract and see what happens these next 6 months? Does he sign a 2 year contract and maybe get a guaranteed TNA World Heavyweight Championship part of his contract negotiations? Does he go back to WWE, back home, like a lot of people from the WWE universe would say? Does he go back home and get taken a little bit more serious this time? Does he finish the Hurt Business story with his brothers in AEW? We have to remember Big Swole, his wife, she did not have a great exit, but if I do recall correctly, I feel like Leo Rush was kind of involved with this. Not with her exit per se, but he was kind of supporting her when she called Tony Khan out, and he kind of called Tony Khan out himself. And he still works with AEW. I mean, he was rehired after the incident online, so there may not be any bad blood. So with CedricAlexander coming, they don't even know each other. So that's another option. What do we want to see happen? From his 205 lives, it has changed his physique. He's way more thicker. I'm just going to be real. He's way more thicker. He looks good, but he's way thicker, and he knows how to wrestle. He has the look. Don't know why he was never taken more serious in WWE. That's what I'm getting to. So really don't know what he should do. You know, me, I'm thinking one point he should go back to the Hurt Business, the Hurt Syndicate, and see what happens at AEW. Some point, I kind of feel like he should stay in TNA and see if he can become a World Heavyweight Champion, and maybe he'll get rehired, with WWE. If that is his end game, his end goal is to go back to WWE, then maybe he should stay in TNA for a year or two, become World Heavyweight Champion, then go back to WWE. So I really don't know. It depends on what he wants. Maybe he can go to WWE this time around if this is all true. See what happens this time. Don't know if much is going to change. I don't really feel like he's been gone that long for them to take him a little bit more serious. I would feel like he would have to be gone for at least a year and a half, 2 years. I feel like his release was a little too recent. Well, to me, it feels too recent for them to see a difference per se. But good wrestler. Don't know about his mic skills. I don't really hear him talk that much, so I can't really judge it. But he has a lot of options. The Hurt Syndicate, AEW, TNA, what am I talking about? They may want to resign him. They want to resign him. He is a former WWE champion, a former WWE name, so TNA does like that with their stars. A former WWE star with their own fan base. So, yes, he has that option to go to TNA, or I don't know about WWE again. Don't know if they're really trying to offer him a contract. But, by the way, please like and follow if you have not. YouTube, I post pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week. But CedricAlexander, this is a huge loss to TNA, if true, a huge loss. I know he's found his groove, I would say. Be disappointed if it ended that fast, his run in TNA, but sometimes the runs don't have to be that long. We did see a lot of people reinvent themselves, such as Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, such as Ash by Elegance, Dana Brooks, such as Mustafa Ali. I forgot. Was that his name in WWE too? I don't know. Something Ali. But I don't really know his name right now. I'm sorry. But we saw these three have huge differences in their careers from WWE to TNA. So TNA sometimes is the place to be. That's where I'm trying to go with this rant. I'm going to say there is another one who had a major. I can't think right now. But I was going to say there was another one that had a major good career in TNA compared to their WWE career, but I can't think of that one person right now. But those are some examples of changes that happen when you leave WWE to TNA. But we've seen changes where you leave WWE or you're let go and they hire you back because they see what you're doing in TNA or AEW or Ring of Honor. So we don't know what's going to happen with him. Who knows if this is true? We like to gossip here at Pro Wrestling News. But CedricAlexander, wish you the best wherever you go if this is true. YouTube, please like and follow. I post Pro Wrestling News at least 3 times a week. I'm on X, Blue Sky, TikTok, Marquelworld. Very hot here in Michigan. It's 85, but my apartment gets hotter, so it's like 93. So I have the AC and the fan blowing. But how are you guys? Happy Sunday, YouTube. This is probably going to be posted after my live. I go live today at 4, but this is Marquelworld. All things for Wrestling News, my life. See you guys on the next video, YouTube.